Today I will pull back the curtain and share with you some storytelling tactics that have taken me over 4 years to learn. Disclaimer, I might fail miserably in my attempt to demonstrate these principles to you. If that happens in this video, my reputation could be seriously damaged. Let's see if that happens. Alright, the first strategy is called creating anticipation using stakes. Did you see how I did that in the disclaimer a few seconds ago? People are much more likely to listen attentively when you present stakes, something that can be lost, gained, or put at risk. The story becomes much more interesting, doesn't it? Okay, I will tell you already, at some point during this video you will discover the secret to storytelling. I warned you. This next one is about using tonality and silence to keep people interested. You see, when all of a sudden you start lowering your voice and start speaking slower, the unconscious part of the brain will prepare the listeners to pay close attention to what you're about to say next.
Would you mind turning that thing down?
Tonality can also be used to emphasize specific words to redefine the meaning of a message. Damn! Nah, that's not part of the demonstration thing. Alright, I learned this next strategy around 9 months ago. I was at my home, in my office, it was around 11 AM and I was sitting there alone with my thoughts and I was drinking some good Italian coffee actually. And I grabbed this book on psychology that was next to me and I discovered something strange. This next strategy is about using details in your story to take listeners there with you. Here are some elements to consider. Recency, when did it happen? Setting, where did it happen? Conflict, what is the challenge? Problem, third-party involvement, who else was there? And the turning point, when do things change? Make it easy for people to visualize a story and join the journey. By the way, on a side note, I left the best strategy for last. Strategy numero 4 is about using mystery and raising questions in your story to keep people interested. How are you keeping the audience engaged? Because if they are getting bored, I don't recommend you do that, by the way. It's so boring. Think of this like throwing little hooks in a segment of a story to keep people interested. In this video, I did it in 2 occasions. Can you guess when? This next strategy is about using story to reinforce existing beliefs. Alright, let me give an example with this one. A client of mine secured a high-ticket deal even if she has less than 3,000 followers. That proves that even with a small following, you can still generate revenue on LinkedIn. I used the story to reinforce an existing belief. By the way, that's a true story. I didn't make it up. Alright guys, get ready for this one. This next strategy can be the only thing that you take away with you from this video that can turn you into a very good storyteller. By the way, don't share this with anyone. It's called cognitive priming, which I just used a few seconds ago. It's basically the ability to frame a message in such a way that has a different impact on the listener when you deliver it.
This shit hits different.
This tactic will help you become less boring, deliver a message in an impactful way, and even craft a memorable story. Listen, I will be honest with you guys about something. I really doubted myself when I was crafting the script for this video. I wasn't sure if it was going to be worth your time. But then I thought, what if I can demonstrate the principles that I am presenting in the video? Then all of a sudden I started being more optimistic about it. So I got up, I grabbed my Sony a7 III and here we are. This last strategy is about taking the listener on the same emotional journey that the character experienced. By the way, did I do a good job with that a few seconds ago? Now you do that by articulating the feelings, emotions, and even the thought process that you or a third-party person experienced in that moment in time. It can be a client, by the way. And also make it easy for people to picture what happened. Specificity is an amazing hack for good storytelling. Cool guys, these are some of the storytelling lessons that have taken me years to learn. Let me know your thoughts below, what you found helpful, if you will add something to this list, and yeah, cheers.